Today I'm going to give you the lowdown on how I shade. So, here as you can see, we have a nice bit of line art already set up. Pretty proud of it. You know, coated everything with the thicker, everything on the outside with the thicker lining to make it look nice. Smoothed out lines. Some parts are thinner than others. Yeah, everything's put together right now, except for color. And color is one of the most important parts of digital art because it makes it interesting. You're not just going to want black and white line art, of course. So, color. What I do first is I duplicate this one because I do fill on just one by itself, like say here. The quality of the line goes down. Here, I'll show you. Go to fill. I'm going to fill in everything white, by the way, just so if we stare at the line, wrong layer. See, it just went down. I can't see it very well right now, so hold on. Let's show it on this bone here. Did you see that? See how smooth and nice it looks right now? That fucks it up. So, by having another layer on top, it doesn't change anything when you fill it in. Okay. So what you're going to start with is layers. You're going to have a color label on each layer of what it is. So on my fur layer, I'm going to have a color label. That's on my fur. My red layer is my fur. On my bone layer, I'm going to have a color label, which is going to be orange. So I'll remember orange is where my bone layer is. And you're going to make sure you fill it in all the way. Oh, a little bit of helpful tip is to make the background gray or something in the meantime so you can see what you're doing. Since I'm filling it all in white. Also, still try not to hit the line, because if you hit the line, it'll go over the boundary a little bit there. You saw that? And that just makes it look a little unsightly. So there's our bone layer. Hold on, actually, I haven't done the shoulder and the arm yet. So you're just gonna color it all in. Shit. I keep hitting the black line on accident. You don't want to do that, or else, of course, it makes it look unsightly. Even though you can't really see it, it's going to make the quality of the image go down a little bit. Yeah, okay. So there you go. We have our bone layer. Actually, our teeth should probably be the same color as our bones. Our fur layer, I missed a few things. You can always go back and fill in. We're going to have an other color layer, which you color in things that are far away from each other. So that way you don't, when you're coloring this, you're not going to get anything on this paw here, so it doesn't really matter if they're on the same layer. Or this blood. Fur and bones is the really important part here. Otherwise, this stuff is just going to get it filled in with a smaller pencil, so it should be all good. Now we have everything filled in. So what you're going to do is you're going to lock all of your transparencies by hitting this little lock on the side. You're going to have one layer that is all the black lining, so you don't have to worry about that. So now you're going to choose color. Color schemes are fun, depending on what color theme you're using. I'm going to go for a brownish peach on the fur level. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get a larger brush, much larger. As you can see, this is a 200. So just tapping right there. I just tapped. That's how large it is. And you can just fill it all in really fast. With your locked transparency, it won't let you go over the color that's already in there. So that's nice. Bones are going to be light yellow, pale yellow, because that's the color they are in real life. And everything else we can worry about here later. But first, we're going to start with the color we have already going. So this cinnamony light brown color, we're going to get a lighter version of that. I forgot how large my pencil was, so hold on. You're going to color in things not very carefully. It doesn't really matter. Just make it look nice, you know? And then you're going to take a airbrush tool, and you're going to gently airbrush around the edges so it looks like it's fading into that color a little bit more. How nice it looks. And there you go. That's the basic color. It's not shading at all right now, so don't worry about shading. You can see what parts are colored in if you turn off the visibility. I can fill in things. With absolute certainty that you're not going to ruin anything, which is nice. We're going to want it a little bit more red for the pauses. I need to do it in between grayish pink color. There you go. Alright. Sweet stuff, eh? For the blood, he's a normal color cat. He's not like pastel like my other cat I've done recently. So he's going to have normal color blood. Generally, blood is not this bright. So you're going to do a little bit of darker blood. Now all we have left is the eye. Eye colors are fun. I really like choosing eye colors, especially when they fit really nicely. I think we're going to go with an olive green. We can see how it looks and change it if we don't like it. Yeah, that's nice, but I'm going to prove my point and show you if I use a different color, I could... Actually, I can just undo the eye altogether. See, everything's dandy. It still looks really nice, but I think I like the olive green better, TBH. So we're going to go back to olive green. And there you go. We haven't even started shading yet, so don't worry about it. We're also missing a few things on the eye, but I want to fill in this blood that I forgot about because it's kind of white. So anyway, when we start with the eye, we're going to do white. And a darker version of that green. Don't worry about the shading in the eye right now. It doesn't matter. Now, we're going to duplicate this again. And what we're going to do... No, not delete. Damn it. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to fill it all in white. Don't worry about your coloring. It's still there. Trust me. Don't mind the line art. Doesn't matter. Hold on. People watching videos in the background. Sorry about that. What you're going to do is you're just going to fill it all in white. You can see none of the color is left behind. There's no residue on the line art. It's because of the way we're filling it in. It's on a separate layer than all the coloring, so nothing is going to be left behind, so you don't have to worry about it. So everything can be colored white. There's no different layers we have to do for this. It's really simple. We don't even have to fill it in white. You just have to fill it in a color so that everything is filled in and not just nothing. So you're just going to fill it all in. It's really simple. It's getting very boring, I can tell. You're just going to have to hold on to your horses, though. Okay. Damn it, I keep fucking hitting the line art. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Bones. The bones have to be the hardest part to color in. There's a bunch of little separate pieces. Why you gotta do this to me, anatomy? I did use a reference for the arm part, but otherwise I didn't really use a reference for the cat, which might be obvious. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is, it's still locked, so don't worry about that. We're going to grab a grayish purple, sort of right over here, and just coat it all purple. We could have just filled it in purple, but I really like just swabbing in color. It makes me, I don't know, it's more fun. So we don't even need to have anything visible. And there we go. What we're going to do now is we're going to do an eraser. We're going to get an airbrush. We can actually turn on the line art so we have more of something to go off of. And what you're going to do is you're going to erase places where so here goes. We're just going to nice and easy sort of erase the purple on it in places where light would be hitting. Of course, you need to know the basics of just where it would be hitting. I'm imagining the light is right above him, maybe to the right a little bit. So it's nice and easy. On places like the skeleton, you're going to want to do a little bit of separate shading. So you're not just shading it all at once. And it doesn't look as nice, you know. lots of fun. Just erasing places where it wouldn't need to be. We can already see it coming together if we wanted a purple cat, but don't worry about it. It's fine for now. The other thing that we're going to do afterwards is you're going to want to put it on multiply. Right now, it looks like shit, I know. But after we're done with this part, it's going to look really nice. So yeah, just gonna fill it in all nice and easy like. For the paw, we're gonna want to do a bit of separate shading too. Just the paw pads are gonna be a little more shaded than anywhere else because they're shiny. I might actually want to make our shader a little bit larger so we can cover a better area. And there we go. There you have it. All nice and shaded. It looks nice now. I know. But right now, we're gonna turn on multiply. Oh, that's interesting. We're gonna turn on multiply, which is in color blending. See how much darker it looks? It looks a lot more better to look at. And we're gonna do a little bit more separate shading on these drips of blood. And by then, we should be done. Okay. So here goes nothing. We're gonna turn on all our colors so you can see them. Oh, look how nice that looks. What we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a nice dark color that kind of fits our theme a little bit. Well, you don't necessarily need it to be purple. You could have it be dark yellow, you could have it be green. We could have it be dark blue. And of course, there are things we could add to it that would make it look nice. We're gonna put this way behind everything. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take gray. We can just make it smoking in the background. We can add a bit of lighting if we wanted a light yellow. That makes it look nice. Now we can try for some other colors. You can see how nice that light contrasts. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna text. You make it a dark orange. Kind of make it run into him. Actually, I think I'm going to transform that a little more. And if the less spaces you add between the words, the larger they're going to be. Of course, we're going to merge these two because they're both text, so they can be merged. I'm going to find about the middle here and make it not much spaces. Let's make a few less spaces, actually. See how nice that looks? And it's all super shaded, and I'm super proud of it. It looks really nice. We can even change a bit of the coloring on the line art if we wanted to make it look better. We can make all the area on the blood darker reds, for say. We can make all the area on the cat darker brown. And it would all fit together. And I like this. We're going to make it all gray. Which kind of looks nice, but I think I like black better. So there's that. And that was a brief tutorial on shading. Lots of fun. Practice makes perfect. It is really easy. It only took me like 30 minutes to do this entire coloring, which it takes a lot longer in professionals, and I'm not a professional, but and this looks good to me. I don't know. Feel free to give me tips. I'm not a professional. I don't know all too much. Obviously, I'm not the best. I'm working on it, but not quite. Anyway, yeah. This is nice. It looks really nice. We can still change the color if we really wanted to. I think that fits it a little better. Anyway, thanks for watching. I think asking people to subscribe to me is really dumb, because that depends on your quality of content, and I've never met a person who will just subscribe to someone because they asked them to. But either way, it'd be really nice if you did. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And, feel free to give me tips. Feel free to use these tips I don't usually write my signature, no, because I'm lazy. Actually, I should probably do that. Here, I'll show you how to, just really quick. If that makes you feel a little bit better. And, yeah, pretty proud of that. Thank you for watching.